Thank you, dear audiences. This is the host of Hoque Voice, the voice of the truth. Today we are with one of the most popular spokesperson of the Bangladeshi Nationalism and Islamic Union of Bangladesh. He is none but one of the most senior lawyers of Bangladesh Supreme Court, Muhammad Mohsin Rasid. Today we will be asking him some very issues with regards to Bangladesh-Pakistan relations. Sir, could you please tell us from the background regarding this very issue?
Well, Bangladesh was a part of Pakistan. It was East Pakistan. So relationship, of course, deteriorated after the 6-point program that was launched by Awami League. And then, as everyone knows, we had this 1971 war after the elections, which were predominantly, or I should say, wholesale winner was Awami League. So then the War of Liberation started, but Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman refused to go to India. He stayed back and was taken to Pakistan. The War of Liberation was won by the Muktijuddhas, of course, with the support of India,
Yes.
because India had always wanted to break Pakistan, and they succeeded with the help of the Muktijuddhas and Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. So we got a new nation, Pakistan. It was rather superimposed on East Pakistan, and the liberation war ended. Then we had Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who by then was Bangabandhu. He was in Pakistani prison. So Bhutto, when he was the president of Pakistan, he released him and sent him to London. From London, he came here via Delhi. So the relationship at that point in time was a bit strained because Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman did not know what was happening here. Although when he was released, he was surprised to see Bhutto as the president of Pakistan in the Sharda police rest house. Now, Bangabandhu comes to Dhaka. He takes a look at the situation here and then wants to establish relationship with Pakistan. If Pakistan uh, sort of expresses remorse for what it did. However, in 1973, he goes to Pakistan for the OIC conference. After Pakistan recognizes Bangladesh as a sovereign country. Then Bhutto comes here for a state visit. At that point, the relationship had improved between Pakistan and Bangladesh. However, it continued. The relationship was okay even after the 1975 incident. And it continued to be quite all right. There was business, commerce and trade was going on. There were lots of visitors coming in and going out. But then it was okay even when BNP was in power. It was okay even when these caretaker governments were in power. But certainly it deteriorated when Sheikh Hasina took charge in 2008. It deteriorated to a great extent, not perhaps because Sheikh Hasina wanted it to be like this, but on the pressures of India and RAW, the relationship you can say, was totally cut off. And we did not have meetings. We had problems with ambassadors coming here, high commissioners. They were not being cleared. Many diplomats who were to resume office here in Bangladesh were not cleared. Some who were cleared took time. The Foreign Office took years together to clear them. So all kinds of problems arose. The trade and commerce was more or less there, but it was via third countries like Dubai. And we did not have direct trade with Pakistan, but Pakistan continued to import Bangladeshi
Okay. In
goods.
between the time, would you like to say something to the Gen Z about the Bangladesh-Pakistan relations, because they have a very deliberate, manipulated idea about the Pakistan, that they did so much injustice on us during 1947 up to 1947 up to 1947. So what would you like to say about the Gen Z?
To whom? Say about what and to whom?
Yes, what
Please
would you
repeat
like
your
to tell to the Gen Z about Pakistan
to
at
the
this very moment?
to the to the to the couldn't
To
get you.
to the to the Gen Z people about Bangladesh-Pakistan relations. Suppose there is a very serious misconception that Pakistan still has not formally asked for any kind of apology to the people of Bangladesh, but that's
No, no,
not
they
the.
have apologized. You see, they have apologized on a number of occasions. Pakistan apologized when Bhutto was here, and the language that Bhutto used, you cannot have a better language for apologizing. They apologized when the when the when the three foreign ministers signed the agreement, Swaran Singh, Dr. Kamal Hussain, and Aziz Ahmad of Pakistan, the apology that was written, that was part of that agreement. Then, when Bhutto's apology was also there when he came here, number three, uh, uh, Parvez Musharraf, when he was here in Dhaka, he has apologized. So it's not correct to say that Pakistan has not apologized. Pakistan has always apologized. I don't know what kind of an apology the Hasina government was seeking because
No, it's not
uh,
about. Very recently, the Foreign Secretary of Bangladesh, Mr. Josimuddin, he actually asked and he informed the journalist in such a way that Pakistan has to apologize to Bangladesh once again formally, and that raised different kind of questions among us, the Gen Z people, because we have
see,
witnessed a lot of
Jasimuddin,
apologies.
I will say Jasimuddin is an idiot. He's simply an idiot. He does not understand diplomacy. He is an agent of law.
Right,
He should not be in that position. Because you see, this meeting was being held after a very, very long time.
right,
The secretary's meeting. He
right.
should have been more courteous. He should not have asked for the apology. While asking for the apology, he was acting as an Indian agent. I think he should be dismissed from service. He does not understand diplomacy. He also asked for money. Why was he asking for money? He said $200 million came during the cyclone in 1970. Only $20 million came in 1970. Where did he get this figure of $200 million? I don't understand. Where did he get this figure of a few $1 billion that he was asking for? Nonsense, absolutely. Even India has not paid to Pakistan what it was supposed to pay when the two countries gained independence from the Dominion. They did not do so. They still, Pakistan
Right.
will still get money from India. These things happen. These things happen. Has India asked for an apology for the Jallianwala Bagh incident in Punjab? Have they asked for what the British did to our people? They don't ask for it because that's not how interrelations in international relations work. So I would say that Jasimuddin is an idiot and he should not be counted for it. He was the spoiler. Josimuddin was the spoiler in this meeting, which took after a very, very long time. I think it was over a decade that the foreign secretary's meeting had not taken place. Let's not talk about the raw agents who are sitting in government.
Yes, sir. Thank you. What would you tell to the media outlets, especially I don't want to name the name those medias which deliberately weaponize this particular 1971 issue to stigmatize Pakistan and to strain the relationship? What would you tell to the media outlets?
See, you cannot stigmatize Pakistan, and Pakistan cannot bring any stigma on us. We're two sovereign states, two sovereign independent nations. Each other has its own problems, each other has its own friends, each other has its own foreign policy. There's no stigma attached to the foreign policy of Pakistan or to the foreign policy of Bangladesh. The question is, does Bangladesh have a foreign policy? Pakistan has a foreign policy. Do we have a foreign policy? Or we're still sucking India? Pakistan doesn't suck anybody. You see, we also should not. We should be proud Bangladeshis. We should be proud Bengalis. We should be proud Muslims. We should believe in Muslim nationalism. We should believe in Bangladeshi nationalism. And that is our pride. Why should we talk of Pakistan and why should we put a stigma on Pakistan? There is no need for it. We should start trade. Why don't you put a stigma on India? What stops our foreign office putting stigma on India? India has no shame. They have closed their visas here. But we, as a proud nation, do give visas to India still now, still today. But India does not. India does not give visas. India does not allow our people to meet their people. There's nothing to put a stigma on Pakistan. You can go to Pakistan. I've seen YouTubers from Bangladesh visiting Pakistan, and they're being treated like brothers. There are quite a few YouTubers who have been to Pakistan, from one end of Pakistan to the other end of Pakistan. What is the problem? People to people contact helps you in developing and maintaining relationships. India does not. India does not want that. Tell me one nation in South Asia which has a good, friendly relationship with India. None. Maldives? No. Nepal? No. Bhutan? No. Recently, the Bhutanese foreign minister was in Beijing. Pakistan, of course, no. Tell me one nation. Sri Lanka? No.
Not a single one.
Tell me one nation. What the hell do the Indians think of themselves?
Even Russia,
India?
even USA.
Yes, India, what do they think of themselves? They should be taught some lessons. They should learn from Buddha. They should learn from the slokas of Gita. They don't want to learn. They want to show off their strength. And Pakistan has showed them how powerful India is. Pakistan has taught them a lesson. Some of their warheads, nuclear warheads, were also destroyed by Pakistan in one of the A bases in Punjab. And the Atomic Energy Commission of India in Mumbai, they have issued certain directives for that, I think today or yesterday. What does India think? The Westerners have now understood that India is a terrorist state, not Bangladesh, not Pakistan, India. They destroy the mosques and madrasas every day. They destroy the homes of Muslims every day. This is a lesson that they have learned from the notorious state of Israel, a genocidal state. They want to copy them. Instead of copying people who are better, countries and nations which are better, they copy genocidal states like Israel. And if they continue doing this, I'm afraid India will not exist in the form that it exists today. I'm not talking of any particular place, but it certainly will not stay as a country
Uh,
that it exists
with regard to
today.
the foreign policy relations of Bangladesh, there are so many misconceptions with regard to Bangladesh, India, because uh, India win a war on three fronts: China, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and to some extent Seven Sisters. Can they win a war like this?
See,
So
I'll
there
tell
is a
you, Pakistan has already proven that they cannot win. They cannot win. You see, they had to rush to the White House, they had to rush to the State Department to stop and get a ceasefire. They went. And then the director military operations called the Indian director military operations, and the ceasefire was done, which ceasefire incidentally has been extended. You see, so what are they talking? Bangladesh is not battle tested army. So I will not say anything about the Bangladesh army because we have a government which unfortunately is giving corridors to the Arakan army, which is a Buddhist army, who are responsible for the genocide on Rohingyas. They are responsible for sending over 6-7 lakh Rohingyas to Bangladesh. They are responsible for continuing genocide on Rohingyas who are still there.
yeah.
The Arakan army is acting in as a consortium with India. Recently, 40 Rohingyas have in from Delhi were taken and dumped into the river, into the sea
Yes.
near the Andaman Island
Dumped into the sea by the Indian
by
Navy.
the Indians, yes, by the Indian Navy. So this is India. Where is the humanity? Where is the civilization that India boasts of? Is killing the Muslims the civilization? Well, I'm sorry. Whatever is in India, there is no civilization in India. All the civilization is in the Indus Basin. Harappa,
The other thing, communalism that
Mohenjo-Daro.
I wanted to raise. India always comes up with the narrative that Bangladesh and Pakistan, we are communals. But how about the communal fractions, riots, killings over there in India?
The world, the world is seeing who is communal. Everyone is seeing who is communal. Does not matter what the Indian media vomits. You see, there's a lot of smell, bad smell in what Indian media vomits. And now, after this Pakistan war, Indians have understood that Indians have always been misled by this government. Starting from 1999, when Bajpayee became the Prime Minister of India and BJP went into government, if you see the list of the activities that took place, I want to know why these activities or terror activities do not take place when the Congress is ruling India, except perhaps for that one incident, which was also an incident which the BJP and the RSS had a hand in that, in which you had this attack on the Taj in Bombay, in Mumbai. That was also a handiwork of the RSS and you. What do they talk? I can give you a whole list. I'll have to jot down the list and give it to you if necessary. Every time that BJP is there, they start killing Muslims. Of course, Bajpayee regime was not that bad as this Modi regime is. Modi is a culprit. He's a criminal. He's a criminal. He should be tried by the international court in The Hague for all the killings, genocide that he has committed. He is someone who has committed crimes against humanity. He should be tried for that. And I think, inshallah, God willing, he will one day be tried for the genocide and the killing of Muslims, destruction of Muslim mosques, destruction of Muslim properties. That day is not far when he will be tried for these human rights
Right. He's taking the
violations.
taste of his popularity because he has lost, he has not achieved more than 400 seats in his country's parliament. That's why he came up with this kind of conflicts. Is it so, sir?
See, this is their handiwork, and the governor of Kashmir has already spoken about Pulwama,
Yeah.
how it was done, how these 40 CRPF people were killed by a suicide car bomb. It was the work of Ajit Doval and his company with the permission and tacit approval of Modi.
Yeah.
We know uh, how the base was attacked in Pathankot
Right.
and why it was done. This was 2013 because elections were coming up and RSS, BJP, they wanted something like this to happen. Then, if you look at Pulwama, that also happened before the elections. And now, since Modi has to leave power in September and elections are coming up, they came up with this Pahalgam incident. And
Drama.
you
I'll
saw
call
what
it
happened.
drama, not an incident. That is manufactured drama to
Of
divert the
course,
attention.
it is they who have killed their own people. These 26 tourists were killed. They're killed by the elements within Raw. They initiated this because a few hours before this killing took place in Pulwama, in Pahalgam, the army was removed. The security forces were removed. There was no security for these tourists. And security was always there. Whenever the tourists go there, whenever there is a tourist season, the army and the security forces are on full alert there. Why was it removed within a few hours? Doval has to answer, Amit Shah has to answer, Modi has to answer this. Why? Every time this happens, you put a blame on Pakistan, or if something happens here, you will put a blame on Bangladesh, that the Bangladeshi extremists are doing this, close down all the madrasas in Assam. What nonsense, absolute. The world is watching, I tell you. The world is watching. It's a world of social media now. You cannot run away with these things. Please be good neighbors. I will ask India, be a good neighbor. Don't be a terrorist state. Don't show your eyes to people like
But they always
Bangladeshi.
propagate that Pakistan is the militarist state in the world. They always actually try to expand this over there
Kashmir
on
is
the
the
media.
most Kashmir is the most militarized state in the world. Kashmir, not Pakistan. They have about 10 divisions or so in Kashmir. What do they talk? They think the world is a fool.
Yeah.
It is not. The world is watching.
Sir, it
The
is with heavy
satellites
heart
are
that
there.
India has got so much media, but the Pakistani Authority or Bangladesh We don't have that kind of English news channels. This is absolutely horrible. What do you think about the media war against Pakistan and Bangladesh by India?
Well, I mean, what should I say about the Indian media, like the Republic TV and and similar TVs, G TV? You know, they are all propagandists. They have no conscience. They are not free. You see, what happens in India, in Delhi, the every morning from Delhi, instructions go to the media that this is the topic today that you will discuss. And all the anchors are told, they are even given the guest list who will come on the channels. So it's a highly controlled media. It's not a journalistic media. It's a propaganda media. Indian media is nothing but a propaganda media. They do, I mean, nobody believes the Indian media these days. I mean, how many days did India is still not spoken about what they lost? They have not spoken. This news of Rafales going down, it came from other places. Pakistan did not open its mouth. It first came from places like France. The French president said that my Rafales have been shot down. Well, I'll tell the president of France and the Western powers, why do you trust India with such equipments? Why do the Russians have to trust them with these equipments? They are no man. You see, it is the man behind the machine. You can give them the best possible machine. It will not work because the man behind it is hopeless. He doesn't know how to operate. The Russians got their SAM 400 destroyed. They got it destroyed. Why give India such equipment which they cannot handle? Then they blame, oh, Turks, we will not go to Turkey we'll not go to Turkey for tourism anymore. We'll not go to Turkey for filming. We'll stop all relationships because Turkey gave Pakistan drones. And what about the Israeli drones? All of which were destroyed by Pakistan. They're destroyed by them.
Right.
So, I mean, it's nonsense. They are not a fighting force. Even when I'm talking to you, Chinese have entered have intruded into their borders in Arunachal Pradesh,
Right.
which they will not admit. They'll only admit when they lose the entire Arunachal Pradesh. More than 3,500 square kilometers of territory in Ladakh today is under Chinese control. So what are we talking about them?
They have renamed the number of the places. Chinese authority.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was
So,
done. That had to be
okay.
done to give a lesson to the Indian. Right.
Well, that Pakistan has taught them the lesson. They've taught them because you see what happened was that when Air Marshal Aurangzeb, who is number 3 in the Pakistan Air Force, was briefing the newsmen, journalists, both national and international, he even played the audios of the Indian pilots. He played the audios of the Indian pilots, their conversation. So, I mean, just go and respond to that now. You did not have the courage to come up and say, well, this is what has happened. Nobody came up. The Indians did not come and say. Even today, they are saying, we will screw Pakistan. We will teach them a lesson. We will do this. We will do that. Even today. And the whole world knows that they have been squarely defeated in this little 3-4 days war. Everyone knows. Even the Balakot thing was also a defeat for the Indians. Even the Balakot strike that they did, when Pakistan shot down their MiG-29 or whatever, and they captured one of their pilots, Abhinandan. but they were good enough to release him within 24 hours. It was not under pressure. It was the goodwill that the
In every movement,
Pakistanis showed to him.
Abhinandan, or this, even in this time, there were a couple of pilots who were actually very warmly exchanged by Pakistani people and the Air Force and other
I do
people
not
in
know
the.
if any pilots fell into Pakistani hands. That could be a propaganda because Pakistan has also not accepted that they're holding any Indian pilot. If Pakistan had accepted, it was all right. Pakistan has not accepted, but the social
Yeah,
media has
yeah.
been
It is
propagating
difficult to verify
about
this
about a
information.
woman pilot, I think
And
that's
pilot.
nonsense. That's nonsense. That's totally nonsense. That is these video makers who make these videos. I think that's a propaganda. That's not correct. And Pakistan, the chief of Pakistan's inter services, Major General, Lieutenant General, whatever his name is, he has denied that they're holding any. Categorically, he has said we're not holding any Indian pilots.
Okay. Thank you so much. It was a
You're
great show
welcome.
today. We will be coming up once again on this very show, Hog Boys, about Bangladesh Pakistan relations the other day. Let it be up to it, and goodbye for now. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Take care. Sound.